TOEFL Strategies, Track 40. Speaking Task 4.
For this task, you will read a short passage on an academic subject and then listen to a talk on the same topic. You will then answer a question using information from both the reading passage and the talk. After you hear the question, you will have 30 seconds to prepare your response and 60 seconds to speak.
Now read the passage about Impressionism. You have 45 seconds to read the passage. Begin reading now. Now listen to part of a talk on the same topic.
One of the reasons the Impressionists caused such a scandal was because their colors were so bright. And one of the reasons these colors were bright was because the Impressionists were able to use synthetic pigments that had never existed before. Along with all the scientific achievements of the Industrial Revolution came major advances in the science of chemistry. Chemists were hired by industries, and with all the new elements that were being discovered, things like cadmium, chrome, cobalt, and so on, almost as quickly as an element would be discovered, someone would be exploring it for its commercial potential as a pigment or dye. And so dozens of colors were invented in the early 1800s. And these colors were bright and they were stable. For 600 years, there had never been a yellow, for example, that didn't fade in the light. And most importantly, these new colors were cheap, so even the poorest artists could afford to buy them. Another invention helped make the Impressionist revolution possible, and that was the invention of the metal paint tube. Paint became portable. The Impressionists could leave their studios and capture the flickering light they saw in the world outdoors. So the Impressionists represented a new sensibility for sure, but it was a sensibility made possible by the new tools they had at their disposal.
Summarize the points made in the lecture you just heard, explaining how the lecture emphasizes a different aspect of Impressionism than the passage.